So, good morning, dear students. We are studying about the auxiliaries to trade. Okay, so we have studied about the trade and its different portions or parts. That is, the like a trade can be divided into internal as well as the external trade, and internal trade is divided into wholesale trade and retail trade. And the external trade is divided into three categories, that is import, export, and import. And the second classification of commerce is the auxiliaries to trade. And auxiliaries to trade means to provide support activities to the function of trade and as well as the industry. Okay. So we have studied about this one, and the first auxiliaries to trade that we have already studied, that is about the transportation and the communication. So the transportation, so there are so many hindrances or blocks are there. Okay, so these hindrances and blocks can be removed by different auxiliaries of auxiliaries to trade. Okay, so the first hindrance is the place. So the production is done in one place and the consumption is in another place. So there is a gap between the production and consumption. Okay, so that problem is solved by the transportation. The next we have to study is about the banking and finance. The second topic that we have to study is the banking and finance. So we know that business is done with money. So we need money for doing business. So without money, we cannot make a business or we cannot do business. So the very important aspect of business is the money, or we can say it as in a business term when we speak it, it is capital. Okay. So business activities cannot be undertaken unless funds are available for acquiring assets, purchasing raw materials, and meeting other expenses. So there are so many expenditures are there. So for first for starting up a company, we need to have a purchase assets. Okay, so we need like a land required, building required, okay, other furnitures required, machineries required. All these are the assets. So for purchasing the assets, we need raw material, we need money. The second need for the business is that we need to have the raw materials for purchasing or producing the product. So we need to purchase the raw materials, and for purchasing raw materials also we need money. And other day-to-day expenses are there. See, like there are maybe some transportation cost will be there, or the salary of the employees have to be paid, workers' salary, workers' wages have to be paid, and other stationary expenses are there, managers' expenses are there. So many expenditures are there. Day-to-day activities, in order to run the day-to-day activities, there are so much amount of expenditures. And for meeting all this expenditure, we need a fund or money is required. So finance is considered, or money or finance is considered as the lifeblood of business. Okay, lifeblood of business. This term you can remember. It is considered as the lifeblood of business. Lifeblood in the sense that, see, like for human being, we need blood. And if there is in our body, it is said that around 6 liters of blood is. And if that blood is not there, if you have, if we lose around 1 liter of blood from our body, then we will die. So the person cannot survive. So it doesn't mean that means sufficient amount of blood is there. Okay, so we need a sufficient amount of blood. 1 liter of blood is like this much big body is there, and if 1 liter blood means nothing, isn't it? But if that is lost, then that person will die. So sufficient amount of blood is required. Okay, and the quality of blood also. See, like even see most of the problem that we are facing, like cholesterol or sugar, all these type of things increases in the blood, then it creates problems. So we get sicknesses and we will be affected. So in the same way, in a business, we need a finance. So sufficient amount of finance required. How much amount of finance is required? That much that much finance is necessary. And without sufficient finance, we cannot run the business. And if we run out of or if we don't have sufficient amount of finance, then it will even lead to the closure of the company. If the company cannot run without finance. So sufficient amount of finance, adequate amount of finance, and exactly on the time. See, like imagine that if a business, if we are running a business and we are purchasing raw materials and we are giving time for another person. See, like we are telling them that next month, on first of next month, we will be giving you the money. And see, they gave us raw materials. We are running, we are producing the product, and the supplier of the raw material, he will be expecting that on the first of next month we are going to give the money. But if we don't give the money, then what happens? He will give me sometimes this all for the first time or something like that. He may give an exception. He will continue to supply you raw materials maybe for some 10 or 15 days. And even after that, if you are not paying the money, then he will stop supplying raw materials. Then what will happen? If there is no raw materials, we cannot produce products. And if we are unable to produce products, then we cannot sell it. So the business will get stopped like that. So there are so many issues like that. So sufficient amount of finance is very much necessary for running a business. Necessary funds can be obtained by businessmen from a bank. Thus, banking helps business activities to overcome the problem of finance. Commercial banks generally lend money by providing overdraft and cash credit facilities, loans, and advances. Banks also undertake collection of checks, remittance of funds to different places, and discounting of bills on behalf of traders. So the like when we are not in a sufficient amount of money, so the support is provided by the bank. So we can suddenly, like imagine that we are expecting a shortage of fund. So what we can do is that, or imagine that's like we are want to expand our business. So now we need some 10 crore rupees required additionally expanding our business. We have to purchase some more land and we have to make some building, some 10 crore rupees required. So what we can do is that we have to ask for a loan. Okay, and ask for the loan, and we will be running the business and we will be making profit, and out of that we will be paying the money back. So in maybe like 10 years time, 15 years time, 20 years time, we will be paying the money back. Okay, so this is the process of doing business. And in see, like sudden shortages of money will be there. See, like if today or in 1 week time, if any shortage is required, so at that time we get like credits. So credit will be provided by the banks, or we are using like credit cards. Like so, in that overdraft facility will be provided by the bank, or credit facilities provided by the bank. So these facilities can be made use by the bank or the businessman and run their business. Okay, so in such a way the business can be working. And also bank also undertake a collection of checks. Like if you imagine like somebody is giving you money, and imagine that your school fees is to be paid and you don't have cash with you. So what you do is that you come with a check and you can check submit a check. So the school is having account. Or now say like this is old method. Now there is most probably people are doing bank transfer. So you can transfer, and if you are having a mobile application, just every bank is having a mobile application, mobile banking facilities there, internet banking facilities there, or you can also use like some digital transactions are there, like Google Pay or Phone Pay, or this type of applications are there. So in that you can send the money, and with that also. So, but these facilities, or again, if you are having a swiping card, so you have, if you have a debit card, you can swipe it, and you can, if you are going to the shop or purchasing some things, you can get it. So these kinds of things are there. So when you are when all these transactions are made, so that can be recorded, and with the help of the bank, we will be able to get all these facilities. Okay, so if you want to have a like a net banking facility required, bank support is required. If you want to submit a check, bank is providing that. If you want to swipe, that swiping machine is provided by the bank, as well as the transaction. Like if you are swiping, the money from your account has to be transferred to the school account, or money from your account to the shop account, it has to be transferred. So this work is done by the bank. Okay, so such a way the bank is providing a lot amount of facilities to the business. So there are so many business activities that are done, and all these activities are done with the help of banks. Okay, banks also undertake in foreign trade. Commercial banks helps exporters in collecting money from importers. Commercial banks also help promoters of companies to raise capital from the public. Okay, so the commercial banks also provide, like if you are doing transaction with a foreign country, if you are importing, exporting business and all is there, so we can, the banks will provide us to collect the money from the foreign countries. Okay, and also the bank help in providing the capital from the public, so you can issue, see, like transactions and all are there. So like a share trading and all is there. So for that also, the bank is providing support activities. Okay, so these are the activities, or these are the works that are help that the bank is providing to the business. So this is another auxiliaries to trade. Second auxiliaries to trade, that is banking and finance. Okay, hope you have understood about this one. The next one we are going to study is about insurance. Okay, the third auxiliaries to trade. Next one is about insurance. So business involves various types of risk. Factory, building, machinery, furniture, etc. must be provided against, protected against fire, theft, and other risks. Material and goods held in stock or in transit are subject to the risk of loss or damage. Employees are also required to be protected against the risk of accident and occupational hazards. Insurance provides protection in all such cases. Okay, so there are so many risks, so many kind of problems that can be coming in the life or in business. Okay, see, like if we are doing a business, so we are having machineries, we are having building, all these type of things are there. So there may be a possibility that, like if there is a earthquake, something will fall down. You know, if there is a lightning, then it may collapse. And if there is there's a chance of fire, some shops and all are getting burned, or such kind of problem, short circuit, or such kind of problems maybe. So everything will be lost. And if you are running a business, and if everything of your business is getting burned like that, then there is no any chance to escape. So in order to escape from these kinds of problems, what we can do is that there is a method of insurance. So we can insure the company, insure the building, insure the machineries, everything that we are having can be insured. So if once insurance is made, then it is protection is there. So we will study about insurance in detail, but see, like now these are we have to study a chapter called services, and in that we will be studying about business insurances and different types of insurances and all of this. So we will study in detail. So, but now we have to study this much, that we have to be the insurance provide protection against such kinds of risk. Okay, and also there are other risk is there, like the goods are there, the products which are held in stock. So we are keeping a amount of stock, and this stock can be somebody may be stealing, or if some like because of like this that lockdown is there, so you are unable to sell the product, and this product may be getting spoiled, or if there is a heavy rain, then it will spoil in the rain, or there are so many different chances of loss. And also there are employees working in an organization. Imagine that, like if it is a mining company, which is a mine, and the people are going under the earth and doing the work, and people working there, so there is a very heavy chance of accidents. Or imagine that, see, like some people, those who are making building construction, road construction, or bridges, all these things are being constructed. So while doing the construction activities, there may be a chance that the building may collapse, or the bridge may collapse, and the people may fall into under that. So accidents may take place. So in order, at that time, the company has to pay money to the people, or in order to safeguard the people, the insurance has to be there. Okay. So these kinds of support activities are provided by insurance companies or insurance. Okay. So on payment of nominal premium, the amount of loss or damage and the compensation for injury, if any, can be recovered from the insurance company. So we have to pay a premium. Okay, a simple amount of premium has to be paid, and by paying the premium amount, if any kind of risk is there, so that can be removed. Okay, so we can avoid the risk. We cannot avoid the factor of the accident that is taking place, but we can avoid the loss, or we can reduce the amount of loss that we have. We cannot make any profit out of that. So as per the rule of insurance, we should not make any profit out of the insurance. So insurance is only providing a support if there is a loss. Okay, if we have a loss, then it will help us that it will that in order to recover from that loss, it will be a help. So such kind of help is provided by the insurance companies. Okay, then next activity or next auxiliaries to trade that we have to study is warehousing. Okay, so the next one is warehousing. So warehousing already may be familiar. Okay, usually goods are not sold or consumed immediately after production. They are held in stock to make them available and as and when required. Special arrangement must be made for the storage of goods to prevent loss or damage. Warehousing helps business firms to overcome the problem of storage and facilitate the availability of goods when needed. Prices are thereby maintained at a reasonable level through continuous supply of goods. So the warehousing is another important. Prakhar Yadav, you having any doubts?
Yes, sir, I had one doubt. Pay a nominum for getting insurance. Sir, if there is no loss, the company faces no loss in the future. So that all money which they submitted to the bank, it will get wasted, or they can take it back. It will be returned.
Okay, so
There is
regarding
no
insurance, you are asking, is it not? So insurance, yes. In case of insurance, we are paying money. Okay, so the money that we are paying is a premium. Okay, so there is no any guarantee that you will get back the money in case if any loss. That's like you are, if I am having a car and if I am taking a car insurance for 1 year, we are taking the car insurance. So imagine that if I am paying 3,500 rupees. Okay, so this 3,500 rupees I am paying for 1 year, and during this 1 year, if any loss take place, then this money means imagine if this money is there and I am paying this insurance, I am taking the insurance for 3.5 lakh rupees. Okay, so the total money that I am insuring. So if I have a car and the value of the car, whatever may be the value of the car, that much value, on that value you can insure. So if I am having a car and if the value is of 3.5 lakh rupees, I can insure it for 3.5 lakh rupees. And for that I have to pay a premium of 3,500 rupees. Okay, and this money is kept and see such kind of there are so many people are okay. There may be 1,000 people, those who are having cars, almost similar. Okay, see like there will be around 1,000 people, those who are having 3.5 lakh rupees valuable car, and they are insuring the car with their particular company. Okay, so if this if one car is meeting with an accident, so to that person the money will be provided, and the money is provided this money 3.5 lakh rupees. Okay, so if means the money that we are paying is spent for that person. Okay, so who is facing the loss, only to that person money will be received. Okay, and if I am paying 3,500 rupees in the beginning of the year, and within, see, like if I am the January 2020, okay, 2021 January 1st, 2022. So this is the period that I am taking the insurance, or you can say that we can also say December. December 31st of 2021, 1 year time. So this such period is there. So I am insuring 3,000 rupees, 3,500 rupees for 1 year. Okay, and if any accident take place within this period, then we will get the money. And if no accident take place, then we will not get money. Okay, so it is only to give us a protection. So it is, as I told you, it is not going to be a benefit for us. Okay, so if loss take place, then in order to recover from the loss, we are taking the insurance. And if no loss take place, it is our luck. So for that, we will not get any benefit. Okay. So that is there. So, and the money that we are paying will not be received back. Okay. So the premium money that we are paying, that will be paid. If loss take place, then only the money we will get back. If no loss take place, that money will not be recovered. And there are some kind of insurance policies are there, especially in case of like a life insurance. Okay, see, like life insurance that we are taking. So in case of life insurance, this law is not applicable. Okay, so there are some life insurance policies that we are taking. In that life insurance policy, imagine that if we are taking for 10 years time. So 10 years time, within 10 years, if the person dies or if any accident take place to the person or any injury take place, then the money that we at that time, the assured amount of money, imagine that if we are taking a insurance for 10 lakhs. Okay, and in every year we are paying maybe like 10,000 as premium, or we can say per month we are paying 1,000 rupees each. So maybe 12,000 in a year we are paying. So for 10 years we have to pay this, and at the end of the period we will be getting maybe like a 10 lakh rupees or 20 lakh rupees, or whatever may be the assured sum. So for 10 years time, if this insurance is taken, at the end of this period, we will get this money back. Okay, so this money that they have offered, that will be received. If after 1 year, if the person dies or if any accident take place, that money will be received after 1 year. And if it is goes on to the longer period, like 20 years time. So it depends on the policy that we are taking. What type of policies are there? Different type of policies that we can take. That applicable only in case of life insurance. Okay, there are so many other insurances like fire insurance is there, accidental insurances are there, or medical insurance is there. All these insurances are there, especially the business insurances are there. All the insurances that we are taking is for a particular period of time, maybe for 1 year time, and within 1 year, if accident or any problem take place, the money will be...
insurance for 1 or 2.
Pardon?
Sir, I am saying that if suppose we are taking insurance for 1 or 2 years and within that year if we are not getting injured, suppose we have taken health insurance and within that year if we are not got anything, means injury or any disease, and after that means after 2-3 years we after 2-3 years back they are
Meeting with the accident. Okay, that I am telling you.
after 2-3 years getting that disease.
Okay. So,
Then sir, that insurance will remain or we have to pay extra, means we have to take another insurance for that all things?
yes, you have to take another insurance. So you see,
Okay, sir.
if you are taking insurance from January 1st, 2021 to December 31st, 2021, this is the period of insurance. Okay, 1 year you have taken insurance and you pay the money required, and your insurance is there, agreement is made, everything is okay. And this much period, any accident did not take place. And on the next day, like January 1st, 2022, okay, next day, only 1 day, just the next day of the accident. Okay, means the period gets over on this day, and the next day, if accident take place, then also you will not get a single rupee also. Okay, so like if you are taking a car insurance and you have taken the insurance, and so you are
After the insurance period over and we get accident after,
if the accident, imagine that say like
we will not get for that.
December 31st. So December 31st at night, 12 o'clock, up to that time, the insurance validity is there. Okay. If it is after 12 o'clock is over, and 12:01, if your accident is taking place, then there is no any guarantee. There is no any insurance. So that is why what the insurance company is telling that
Insurance is expired and have to take new insurance.
Pardon?
Sir, it means that will not be there now. We have to take a new insurance from that day onwards.
Okay, that I am going to tell you. See, this insurance is getting over by 31st of December. Okay, so the insurance company will get you send you a message. A reminder will be sent to you that on 31st, maybe by 20th of December, 20 December, the company will send you a notification that your See, like your mobile data is there. Okay, so you are having mobile data. So you are for 1 month you are taking mobile data, and 31st of this month, if the mobile data is to be getting over, by 25th they will send you a reminder. So if on that day, see, if the data pack you have taken is for up to, means like if up to 19, if I have taken a data pack, and today if I want to take the class, the network will not be there, because the data pack is over in the last period, last hour, isn't it? So the same way, insurance also, there is a last period date is given on the like night when 12 o'clock at night, the insurance period will be getting on. So what we can do is that if you want to have a regular avoid to risk regularly, so what you have to do is that before 31st, you can renew the insurance for next year. Okay, so on 20 December, the company will send you a notification that your that insurance is going to expire or by December 31st. So you have to renew the insurance. So what you can do is that for the next year, again you can renew. So you have to pay that 3,500 rupees that you are already offered, or sometimes by next year the money might have increased. So you have to take another insurance for the next year. So it will become this period 22 to 22. Okay, so from 1st 22 to December 22. Okay, so up to that time, again the insurance will be renewed, and if the renewal is done properly on time, then you will be covered under the risk policy. And if you have not renewed, or if you forgot to renew the this one, so they are normally, the insurance companies are sending you message, and sometimes they may even call you and remind you that your insurance policy is going to expire on this particular day. If you want to, please renew the policy, so that you are and also see, like if you renew the policy within the period, means that before the expiry, then you will get some additional benefit also, means that some discount like you will get. And if the period is over, again if you are insuring, then some additional money you have to pay. Like if the car insurance is to be taken, then you have to again take the photo of the car, engine, that body number is there, chassis number is there, all these things you have to scan it. So normal, as per the normal policy, the car has to be taken to the insurance company. But now in UP enroll, it is possible that you can send a photo, and with that you can manage. But in outside enroll, if we have to renew the insurance, we have to take the car to the insurance company. There they take photo with their own camera, and they record it. Everything will be done like that. So they will take an inspection of the car. What is the condition of the car? All these type of things they will see to it like that. Okay, so such a way that this one will be taken. Okay, so there is a doubt that if we have taken an insurance of 10 years and the money of 10 lakh, but we die in 2 years only, so we will get 10 lakh rupees or not. So that is a question asked by some students. So imagine that's like if you are taking a insurance policy. So that is there. So like if today, okay, 2021. So this is the day today. This is also for today. From today, if I am taking an insurance policy for 10 years, so this is the starting date. Okay, and I have taken a policy of 10 lakh rupees. Okay, if I am taking a life insurance policy, means that yesterday I made a insurance policy of 10 lakh rupees, and this or today I am taking the insurance policy, and from tomorrow onwards. Okay, so tomorrow is the date of starting this policy. If this is there, so if today I am taking the policy, and 21st/7/2021, from this day onwards, the insurance is starting, and from 21st to 10 years, you have a life insurance. So this insurance, if you are taking for 10 lakh rupees, you are taking insurance. Okay, and if the person dies the next day itself, no need of waiting for 2 years. If on this day itself, 21st, the starting date is 21st, and on 21st itself, if the person dies, then also the full money will be given. But provided that they will conduct an inquiry about this. Okay, so he might have committed suicide or something like that, or in order to cheat the insurance company. So they will investigate, because see, like on the first day, if the person dies, then it is there may be some kind of a wrong, or if that person knew that already he is going to die on 21st, maybe. So because of that, he has already taken insurance. So that they will investigate, and if after conducting the investigation, if any means if it is a normal death or normal accident or normal any situation is there, then that full money will be paid back. Okay. So and if 10 years after completing, within that is even within 1 year, first year itself, or first month itself, or after 2 years, 5 years, any time within this period, from tomorrow to 10 years time, any time if accident take place, the full money will be paid. Okay, so that is the speciality of the life insurance. But in case of other insurances, there are so many so many rules are there. In this also the rules are there, but a little more flexibility is there in case of life insurance, because say like we cannot, if a car accident is taking place, so if the car insurance is taken for that 3 lakh rupees if the car is insured, but if accident take place and if only 50,000 rupees loss is there, okay, then we will not get full that 3 lakh rupees. We will get the how much loss is taken. Okay, so if even if we are having a insurance of 3 lakh rupees, but a full loss is not there, means car is in a working condition, only thing is that some parts of the car has spoiled, so it has to be replaced. So maximum expenditure that we can take is 50,000 rupees. So in 50,000 rupees, the car can be made into the normal way. So that much money only will be getting. It doesn't mean that I have taken insurance for 3 lakh rupees and the full 3 lakh rupees has to be received. No, not like that. So how much loss? If the car is in such a condition that it cannot be run, it cannot run, and if fully damaged, nothing can be recovered. Such kind of cases there, if it goes under some truck and fully damaged, crashed fully, and it cannot be made into a normal one. In such case, the full money will be paid. Okay, but that car, the accident car will be taken by the company. So you might have seen in front of this police office, in the police station, you might have seen that there are so many vehicles are dumped there. Mostly they are met with accidents. So these taken by the these are there, so they are dumped there because the insurance companies have captured these things and dumped them. Okay, and either or it may be there may be any police case against these kinds of vehicles, either or it may be because of the insurance. So once if an insurance company, or imagine that if you go to Basti and all, if there is Maruti showroom is, so there you go, you will see that one area is there fully damaged cars. So all these cars are collected by the insurance companies. Okay, so they are taking and they either they replace the car or within the insurance period is there, so they will pay the money back. So whatever may be the offer that they have provided, that they will be giving. Okay. Any other doubts are there?
Sir.
If somebody had asked about if there is any option for breaking the life insurance. So such kind of any option is not there, like a breaking, like if it is like if we are starting a FD and if it is for 5 years and within 5 years time, if we can, if you want to take money back, then we can break the FD and take back, isn't it? But such kind of a case is not there in case of life insurance or in case of insurance, because as I told you, this insurance is not a method of making money, or it is not a source of like investment. Okay, so we can take it. The main purpose of insurance is to protect ourselves from the risk. Okay, and in some case we can make some money out of that. So like imagine that there are some kind of insurances are there, for, especially for smaller children, like a child endowment policy. One policy is there. So this policy is there, like if a newborn baby is born, if it is a girl or if it is a boy, if it is a girl at the age of 20, so you are taking an insurance for maybe 20 years. So at the age of 20, the money, or at the age of 25, 20 or 25, whatever may be the time that we need, so that we can take the policy, and at the age of 20, so every year we will be paying a money, and at the age of 20 we will be getting a lump sum money, a large amount of, remind that like 20 lakh rupees if you are taking. So this 20 lakh rupees can be used for the marriage of this girl. So if it is a girl, then for marriage purpose, or if it is a boy, then for his higher studies, or for girl also for higher studies, for educational purposes. So my 20, maybe the child is going for a higher studies, for going for doing degree or any colleges and all. So at that time there may be more expenditure will be there. So for that purpose, that money can be used. Okay. So such kind of insurance will be taken. So in between the period, it is not possible to break. Okay. And if the insurance is taken for maybe till like 10 years time, if you are taking the insurance, and first 4 years you have paid the money, but after that you are running short of money, you are unable to pay the money, means the premium you are not able to pay. So in that case, after completing 10 years, how much money you have paid, based on that, money will be paid back to you. The full money will not be paid. Okay. For 10 years, you are taking insurance policy for 10 lakh rupees for 10 years, and you paid the money only for 4 years. Means premium you have paid for 4 years. So if you have paid for 4 years, the company will pay you 4 lakh rupees maybe, or any other amount that they are calculate the amount required for that, and they will give that money back. Okay. So full in between breaking is not possible. And in some kinds of insurance, it depends on the type of business or the type of insurance. Okay. So there are so many nowadays, there are so many types of insurance policies. So some policies that we are making is for a lifespan. Okay. So I will tell you, I will teach you detail about these things. Life insurance, we have to study many things. One chapter is there about services. In that a large portion is there about insurance. Different type of insurances are there. All this we have to study. But in some kind of insurance policies are there, like imagine that in 1 month you are paying, in 1 year you are paying 10,000 rupees. After that, again next year you are paying 10,000 rupees. Third year also you are paying 10,000 rupees. So for 5 years, after completion of the 5 year, you can take you can take 50,000 rupees back. So the money that you have paid, but the insurance will continue. So like that, there are policies. So in the policy, if that option is given, then we can take back the money. Do you understand? See, I have taken an insurance policy, and in that insurance policy, as per the terms and conditions, in a year I have to pay 10,000 rupees. Okay, so 10,000 rupees. First year I have to pay. Second year I have to pay. 5 years I have paid. Already I paid. And at the end of 5 years, the 50,000 rupees which I have already invested, that money I will get back. Okay, 50,000 I can take back, and I can continue to pay 10,000 every year. Means 50 I get back, already I got back, and next year onwards for 10 years I have to continue paying. And if I don't withdraw this money, like 50,000 money is there, and if I don't withdraw this money, then with that 50,000 and for the next 10 years I need not to pay any money, and at the end of 15 or 20 years I will get some 20 lakh rupees. Okay, that is the policy. So there are so many policies are there. So like that, we cannot say that whether the money can be recovered or not recovered. Anyway, like this, in case of life insurance, all these type of things are possible. Okay, so according to the type of insurance, it depends on the what sort of insurance you are taking. So at the time when we are taking the insurance policy, these kinds of things we have to ask with the insurance company. So if the company is allowing, then it can be done. Okay, so the time is almost getting over. Okay, thank you so much. The remaining portion we study in the next class. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.